What's up, everybody? Early even. I start on time. Generally. I don't like to throw Hippie under the bus, but he's late. No. What's up, everybody? All right, bitches, you're pregnant. Wally is here. Of the Where's Wally podcast. All right. So, Wally, I'll let you. You're running herd, man.
Mm-hmm.
We might have some new. I am yelling into my microphone. We might have some new people. Do you want to give like just a very a short background of like how you know this kind of stuff? How you know?
Yeah. Of course.
Right, let's do it.
Yeah. So what I'm going to show you today, if you watched, if you were around for the Kaiser stuff, you've probably seen some of this. What this is network analysis, right? I'm using a program called i2 Analyst Notebook, which is a pinnacle program, at least let's say late 90s to now. Now there's programs that incorporate AI into what I'm doing. I still like to do a lot of this by hand, but I build my own algorithms. So what I'm doing is, here's the thing, there's a lot of data out there. So back when Josh and I were targeters, right? You look at the landscape as a whole and pull in as much information as you can. That's, social media, obviously stuff we don't talk about on YouTube. The environment, what's around in that area, locations, mosques, churches, gathering halls, restaurants, etc. All this stuff comes into play. Obviously, in the digital age, people are on social media. So a lot of times knowing what people were doing was rather hard, but now it's actually rather easy. So incorporating all source intelligence and then OSINT, open source intelligence, gives you this huge body of data. So what I'm going to show you too, before we start, I redacted all of, Todd's PII because, don't need him getting all butthurt. All the information here, actually, most of it is from him. So going through his videos, looking at comments, using simple coding tools, parsing, turning things into CSVs, right? And just looking, right?
So so as a layman on this, are you using a large language model kind of?
I'm using two models. I'm using a large language. Yeah, I'm using a large language model, and that's for reasoning and putting this data in this row. And so like if I want screen names all in one row, that I use a large language model. And then I have the machine learning model, which takes all this data as a whole, and I have things called silos. And in my case, they're cloud storage or off-prem hard drives, right? So it goes in there and the AI has access to that. So it's learning all the time as I put new stuff in. It's like, okay, well, Wally had this data. It was similar to these cases. And then he built this, and here's what he did different. It can learn from it. And so it's essentially solving two tasks at the same time, which is pretty awesome. So.
But you're always going to have, just as, to kind of juxtapose this, look, I'm not trying to single out, sorry, hold on for my parent, just make sure it's a good, okay, cool. Not trying to single out GT. It's just, he's the one who put up a model, a chart sort of. And I didn't use this term with him, but as you can see, is trash in, trash out.
Yeah.
Because you're getting a fuck ton of data potentially, or any data, you still have to, it still needs you, a human, an analyst to checks and balances it a little bit, like, or sanity check it rather, I guess. And so, just as pointing that. So, like, say you go out into the big wild world of the internet, you take your net. I can tell you when we would do social media from other countries, like you're kind of taking a big scrape, right? And then you got to still go through that data. Like, for example, I'm going to put this guy as HR. Well, why am I doing that as HR? Well, because he said it and I don't know how to take a joke. So like now all of a sudden you got a dude HR. Now, is it a big deal, really, if you're an opinion blog like GT? No, it's, because who ultimately cares? But the world that Wally and I worked in, that could get a dude killed. Not you, not for a mistake. That means dudes kinetically could be put on a guy.
Yeah.
Very fucking easily. Very fucking easily. Or something's going to get dropped on his head.
Yep.
And so, like, you got
that's the attention to detail is super important, because your guys are going out there putting themselves in harm's way, and you don't want to kill the wrong guy, because that's just unethical and immoral and illegal. It's a low act violation if you fuck up. So
so just to give people an idea, like, just because you got a ton of data, you still have to be able to critically think and go through your shit.
And there's a lot of, so the program I'm using, I paid for this 10 years ago. It's about a $10,000 program, right? So the laymen aren't going to have access to i2 Analyst Notebook, which is no longer even owned by IBM. It's owned by Harris Computer now, but there are free network analysis tools. You can learn them on your own. There's a lot of videos out there. I mean, so essentially, I'm very well trained in this, and I've been doing it for 24 years. And I've been doing it in like the worst, the worst environments, because you don't need the internet if you already have data. You just got to put it together, right? So this, that's another thing. Like, if you've already collected the data, you have it saved, and then the internet goes out or your connectivity goes bad, you can still build and you can still target. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah. So we're clear, because I know, there's going to be some surveillance does. None of this, I didn't pay for any of this data, right? I'm going to show you guys first what it looks like when you do pay for data. And obviously I have those resources that I use for cases and things like that. Also, why the first chart I'm going to show you, I'm not going to zoom in because it has PII in it, and obviously don't want to get Josh here kicked off the internet. But
please do not. And
PII, please do not.
Yeah, and PII is
publicly available information, and private individual intelligence too. There's like 15 terms for it now, but I'm using the PII in the sense that it's got stuff they don't want on the internet, and a lot of these people are part of a network. So maybe I'll show this on that Facebook one I showed you earlier. But let's say you're looking for somebody, and I'm using Toddler as I just came up, and I figured I'll just use Todd, because all this stuff is kind of like, Josh's HR for the Doofus Crest or whatever. It's totally retarded. But really, there are, and I just figured this out this morning, something else I could do. So we're going to do that live as well, and then see how it fits. But when you're looking at a target, you're not just looking at that target. And in my previous talks, like the professional talks, I would use PAA, placement, access, and accessibility. And I would tell the crowd interactively, hey, if you were looking at the Iranian nuclear program, who do you think in that country would have the most PAA? And one time out of like 800 talks, the guy was like Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. I'm like, yeah. Next slide's Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. But then you have to think, is this,
how much access do you have to that guy?
Well, how much access do you got? Is he going to be a reliable source? Is he credible? Does he have a vulnerability you can use against him? And you have to, instead of, you have the 3 PAAs, like the first thing you look at, and then you have 20, 30, 40 other things you have to consider, and obviously then you have to come into the safety realm. Like, hey, if I talk to this guy, is he going to get shot in the head the next day? It's like, is this person I'm only going to talk to once or over and over again? All sorts of considerations. So when I build these, I build them broad first, macro to micro, so I can pull stuff out instead of always looking at a big picture. So when you're doing this professionally, something always will pop up. So I might as well just start sharing now. And then, so this is Kaiser. This is one of the merges. So this is a professional attempt. This is helping people in places to do things, to look at investigations as a whole. And I'm not going to zoom in on this one, like I said, but let me go to the social media real quick, right? So social media is pretty awesome, from an intelligence perspective. I mean, you guys tell me everything I need to know. half the time, if I get a question, I don't even have to ask it, you know.
Yeah.
Just how it kind of works. So then here you got Kaiser in the middle, and you see like, oh, this person, that these posts, these are the people that commented or liked. Oh, so these people, like, let's say right here in the middle, I got these posts, like post 4, post 1, post 2, post 3. These people in the middle post a lot. So that's an inner network. Those are people who are going to know him better instead of these people on the periphery that might have, you know, liked something one time. So looking at somebody's entire social media history, you get a lot.
And if you, again, this is where a human sanity check, or somebody who's smart, very smart on the target, but just may not be an A and B. I don't know. Usually it's the same people who are smart on a target or know the A and B chart. But you got to be careful on what road you go down with this. These can, and again, I don't, do you have it set up where it's giving weighted connections?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a cool thing to cover. It's called eigenvector centrality. And so in these, like I'll do it on this one. Let's see.
How long did it, the one that you're going to pull up on Todd, how long did that take you?
3.5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is, I could spend days doing it, right? Think of it as like, this is like the tier 1 attempt, and then I'll go up in tiers if I had to. I mean, I'm not going after the guy.
Right.
I'm just using his as an example, but show.
So this one's not, I don't know which one's Todd. It is a little hard.
Yeah, this one's Kaiser. Yeah, this is Kaiser. Okay. I don't want to zoom in on this one because it's got all the stuff in it. But I'll let this run and we'll go to what we're looking at. So let me change this up a little bit and move this. Now I'm going to make it look pretty real quick. So I've been adding stuff to it. So this is pretty cool. You can change the alignment. I've been playing around with it, just moving stuff. Just as I'm working on one section, I move stuff out of the way. Okay, so here we go. I'll zoom in on this in just a sec. This is Toddler's network. Okay, just on a base level. And as you can see, you know, everything's like cell phone numbers and stuff. I got those all, you know, redacted, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, the social media, he's throwing that out there, right? So there's no need to.
And his PayPals and
his PayPals. And, you know, even the emails he put out there, I redacted those. But then things like his X account, you know, yeah, there's no need to redact because he's putting that out to the world, right? So what I did here is
this is not gonna, just real quick. This is not going to help Todd thinking he's getting DDoSed.
Right.
But listen, I just in all seriousness, this isn't even paid for information. This is all not just public. It's just out there. Todd put it out there. Well, this is just a 3.5 hour thing.
If you wanted to call it an exploitation, it's like, this is like just taking a look.
Yeah.
From the professionalism standpoint.
Yeah.
When you're actually putting time into this, I mean, you put these together for years sometimes, you know?
Oh yeah. These things for sure.
Yeah. Like, especially the Taliban or or Al Qaeda or whoever, you know, these are years and these get huge. You'll have 1 million items easy on the screen.
Like when we were looking Africa, they just don't have the same turnover because those dudes just aren't getting killed as much. Yeah. So like you can have this guy's got this, and their OPSEC sucked.
Yeah,
so they just talk on anything.
It's like,
hey, I'm Al Qaeda. How do I get over there? Like, whoa,
whoa, take a boat to Djibouti.
Meet me at the gate.
Just fly, man. They don't check IDs. Yeah, it's like his family. You know, I took out their first names. Everybody knows their last names. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? My favorite picture of Todd so far, by the way.
Yeah, secret agent girl. That's hers.
So think of it, and I'm going to make this a little clearer, like as we go. But what are you looking for when you do these things? So GT was trying to do an org chart. So I tried to incorporate kind of some of that, like got some of his online friends. But the weird thing about Todd, and that you've covered multiple times, it's like one day he's friends with somebody and the next day they're like mortal enemies and they're calling the police on each other, right? it's so childish and preposterous, like all of it, it's hard to track,
That's a good way to put that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, Finkel, they're driving around in a car together, and then in 2 weeks they might be mortal enemies. Same with like what's his name? He's over
Chris
here.
Ryder.
Chris Ryder, yeah.
Dusty. I mean, there's a whole slew of them that Brick,
yeah,
who doesn't believe in thoughts.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Dude, I know where he got all that bullshit from. Like that's from who's the guy? He had a swastika on his forehead from prison. Manson. He got all that. He's just repeating Manson.
That's funny.
I know. There's no thoughts. There's only the now, like shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a philosophical, Alan Watts hit on that kind of idea. Yeah. That's sort of a philosophical, everything is just this. You don't know the future. It's all cool.
Let me make this smaller so I can see better. Okay. So think about what you would want to know about somebody, right? Like, and not you, Josh, like the audience.
Yeah.
Obviously where they live, where have they lived? That's pretty important because, if you were like, let's say this is a security clearance investigation, they're going to know every place you live. They're going to go talk to the neighbors. It's just how it works, right? Obviously their communications, old emails, new emails. Like I was doing a pedophile investigation, and this guy had hundreds and hundreds of emails, and you have to go through each one. And then I use a paid program for that, but each one to see every place that's hit or created an account. And we're talking, these are nasty sites and dark web and things like that. So you want to know all of them. You want to know the whole email history. Nothing with his email is weird at first glance. Same with the numbers.
So for somebody like Wally and I, for what we did, Wally uses it for a bunch of different stuff, but for like what we did is we really wanted pattern of life on a dude. And if he's saying something on the phone or in an email, great. But in a lot of ways, it was kind of just as important. Like if he's already kind of on your radar, it's almost just as important to see who he's talking to, who he's driving to. You have to know what's normal so you can see what's abnormal. Every day he goes to this place. Okay, great. Now, if you want to, now you're not going to do this with like Taliban. Well, maybe you will, I guess. But whatever, you're going to manufacture a bump, right? Oh, he goes to the gym every day. Okay, cool. I'm going to meet him at the gym. Or he goes to the gym every day and you're just tracking him, and now he's not. Why did he go over to Jim Bob's house?
Yep.
Jim Bob is a gun fucking dealer, kind of deal. Like, so you have to look. That's where these things, but you also have to be careful. I mean, I gave the example. I was trying to use it to illustrate to GT and Freeman Press X. I thought I had uncovered this fucking huge Iranian network in Africa. And I don't remember how many phone. I got a couple of phone, just two. It was like just 2 or 3 phone numbers wrong. But those phone numbers led me down, and I followed it. And then I was about to brief it. And somebody's like, hold on, hold up. Let's just run me through this real quick, because I think I seen something and it was like, shit. All right, well, I did not uncover fucking 20 IRGC operatives, but so yeah, just the point is, and a good analyst can parse through that stuff, because this can look very confusing. This can feel very confusing at first glance, but it's also a great map.
Statham, I just saw your comment. I'll do a quick 10-cent bio.
Oh yeah, do it now. Sorry, I thought we kind of did, but we skipped over it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're both retarded. It's been a long weekend too, 4th of July and all. But,
I feel like I'm talking to a retarded child.
That's how I feel right now. So before 9/11, I was going to be an architect, and I was already in the hacker world quite a bit. 9/11 happened. My mentor, who I was doing like home inspections, and he was teaching me, the fine details. Architecture and Intel have a lot of similarities when it comes to like, especially attention to detail. Where most architects would draw bricks. My mentor would have me draw a mortar mark on each individual brick in between the bricks, and so you've got 1,000 bricks on an image. That takes some time.
Yeah.
But it's worth taking the time. And like, especially Afghanistan for me, I know the guys who are going to go kill the dude or capture the dude. And if I fuck up really, really bad, which I didn't the whole trip, which was a good thing, that it's already a lethal environment. And so that attention to detail has to be played, because when you start fucking up, it starts stacking on chips on top of chips that make things that can tip the scales away from you instead of towards you. So 9/11 happens, and my mentor was, he was in the army. He was actually a Farsi linguist. He was stationed in Japan, Tehran during Vietnam, which is like the craziest thing to hear. But, it was still a friendly country to us then, under the Shah. I think it was the Shah at the time, right? But
yeah, I mean, it was the Shah before,
before the revolution,
before the revolution, right? 78.
And so basically, what he and my dad, who spent 31 years in the military, is basically like, architecture is going to be there. If you're going to do this now, and so that's exactly what I did. I was going to be a combat engineer, and then I scored super high on the tests, and they're like, nope, you're going Intel. You got to, man. Like, there's so many slots. It's like a really good thing, like for your life down the road. And essentially I've been doing this ever since. So I started as a 0231 Intel specialist, which is kind of like all source intelligence. At least back in the day, it focused on 3 key parts, which were weather, enemy, and terrain. The 3 things you need to know. Like, if you can't land something on a beach because of the weather, you need to know that. You need to know the enemy's going to be there, and what do we bring because of the terrain? Do we have to bring vehicles or tanks, or airplanes? Can you land a helicopter on the sand? Shit like that. So then I went into human and counterintelligence. Then from there, I went into targeting, and basically I've been doing targeting or source operations ever since. So I've deployed to the Horn of Africa, 2 deployments in Iraq, 2 big deployments in Afghanistan, and a handful of little other pumps. And then most recently, I was the intel chief out in the Gaza Strip. So, which there'll be a lot of podcasts coming up about that. I'm also writing a book about Hamas and Gaza right now, with the help of some friends. But it's obviously it's politically charged, so I'm trending lightly on what I say and what I show, especially on the internet, because it's real easy. Hamas watches things like this. If they see anything, they search the internet for themselves all the time, right? If they see,
I mean, we did it.
We did it.
Right? I mean, that's
why would you think they're not doing it?
Exactly.
But the bottom line, if I post a picture of me and a Gazan, they are going to find that Gazan, and they are either going to hurt him or kill him. I mean, and so you have to really trend lightly, and all this stuff is happening now. So that brings us to here. The first big step I took was from actual intelligence, CT and targeting, into cyber, which then adds another layer to like the experience and how to do these things. And then I love this shit, so I do it for fun, this is actually fun for me. And it's like, you get to think about things, and you get to keep your mind working, even though if you're not on a site doing something specifically.
And Kiddo,
sorry,
just real quick, Kiddo, can you resend that name? I forget the guy's name. If you could, it was somebody she wanted that you might know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
At the Cabana. Cool. Sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. So
that brings us up to this. So there are guys.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you, like, A and B shit I could do, and I did. You have to. You have to learn it. Like the GIS, like ArcGIS, and some of these other ones, I didn't really learn those, but I talk about it all the time. I'm at that level. you kind of find what you're good at, and then you got to know the guys who are good at the other shit.
Yep.
And so like there's always a guy who loves A and B who just and it's like, hey man, can you look at this or whatever? Can you do your magic on this A and B chart or something? Now, usually it was kind of rare usually when you brief an A and B chart, my experience is you're not you're like briefing like a node of it.
So
or whatever.
I'll show you exactly what that looks like. So I might take just this little section. That's the macro to micro part, right? So I might take this and, the lines bend and everything else and make it look really, really nice. And, this might be one little image either on a report or on a PowerPoint, And
not that people are looking for a specific, like trying to get a analyst I2 fucking class on this, but you can if you click on each node, you can put in report numbers, you can put in bio data, all that kind of shit.
You can add, we call them attributes, so you can add date of birth, campaign, org unit. All of the military symbology is built in. So you can use lat long, hemisphere, military, all the grid stuff, everything you can think of. If there's an adjective out there, it's in here, which is really kind of cool. And then you can create your own. So, a lot of my icons we created, they didn't have ones when this came out for Twitter or X, Oops, wrong one. Here we go. Okay. So kind of the way GT did it, I was like, okay, well, you're missing everything. But you did kind of have this enemies thing and friends. So I was like, I'm going to focus on that a little bit. Now, listen, for everybody here, I know that some of these enemies are also friends. And, especially like, we mentioned his name earlier, Chris Ryder,
Ryder. Yeah.
He has Chris Ryder on one day. He's not on the next day. It's childish. Same with JJ. I thought he was a big JJ fan, but I guess they're enemies now, right?
Yes. He wants JJ in jail now.
Yeah. See, that's a funny, like, reoccurring theme. I don't know how they think they can just get people in jail. It's like not how the whole justice system even works,
JJ loaned the dude $3,000.
Mm-hmm. Changed his tire.
Changed his fucking tire. I bought him and his wife multiple meals. And now, because he just said, I wish I wouldn't have let that, whatever he said, however he said it, I wish I wouldn't have let the money to Todd. I'd like that money back. Todd's like, JJ now deserves to be in prison.
In prison. Yes. Right?
Okay.
Also,
just now?
Yeah.
I'd never thought the guy deserved to be in prison. But
no, it's just, it's St. Louis is kind of like they have people who stay in office for decades, right? It's like, he's the worst guy that ever lived, but nobody's going to go run against him. And there's pretty good reason for that. You know what I mean? So, hey, you got that image? Let's pull that image up. I see it down there now.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I looked at this on my phone and then I'm pretty sure I got, just a silly girl. I got almost all these people in here. And then there was some I was just like, don't even know what I'm looking at. Because he used their real names instead of their handles. So
yeah, he likes that because it makes him feel like he's investigated something, and then it's an intimidation thing.
But what does any of this fucking mean? Right?
There's
not an org, there's not an operations administrative. There's not like what does he call it? What do they call it in the media? Basically, they're tactical influencers who spread that person's word. Like he's got his moderators and stuff.
Spokesperson kind of
spokesperson. Just like it's free advertising, right? But it's my god, this is the worst. This makes no sense.
You don't know anybody's role. You sort of know. You get the idea that JJ, Amber, and Ray Whited are all equal.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Whited, I looked it up. I didn't just trust the chat. I looked at Ray Whited is not an elected official. He is appointed. He is not elected. Amber Brown, she is she's just an employee. She is not an elected official. So right off the bat, he's got two things that he specifically himself pointed out. And he gets it wrong. And then what makes him think, like, how would you brief this? There's a guy in charge. We don't know who he is. Okay. Well, how do you know that? Well, we captured emails, we captured phone, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, if you're doing this in our world, but like, even like, what makes him think that somebody is above? It's the CIA that's doing it. But I mean, CIA/NSA, who are running this thing. Yeah, none of it makes sense. And then why? I mean, even in my mind, I don't even think it would be right. But in my mind, I would put the people who are on YouTube, Kaiser, GS, Ruff, I would put them above Billy and Anya. I mean,
and then you have to, but also here's the other thing. I mean, there's no description on any of this.
There's no, right.
So why is that guy in a box by himself?
It is
fucking special, you know?
Yeah. Like,
is he also insinuating that that head that's with the question mark? Is he insinuating that there's somebody like a ringleader that is unknown at this point?
Yeah.
See, that's retarded. Yeah.
Like, you gotta be precise.
Because if this goes to court, let's say if somebody took this to court because he published it and he's a journalist, right?
Yeah.
It's wrong. So he loses his credibility, right? Just the finer details. And then there's no description of anything. It's like, okay, so this little, owns a business with JJ. It's like, yeah, we know that, but that's not how you present that. You would never in the IC present it like this. Like,
it just, because it doesn't, you got to have a decision maker, right? Be able to quickly discern and to make a decision. And if you're trying to sell the target, because you're selling a target. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you, kiddo. Thanks.
Oh, yeah, and you had another donation and some stuff. Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, shit. Sorry. Blam! Coming to muy caliente. This is more of a low-key one, but from the Australian motherfucking contingent.
Oi, look at me. Look at me. You know what this is? Two bloody legends staring at each other. Fucking oath, mate.
You are not on the chart, Blam. I took you off the chart.
But I mean, and then also, just what do the boxes? What do the boxes mean in his mind? They have to mean something, but he's not telling anybody.
Yeah.
And then, like, he's only got 2 people circled in blue. What is that? Pending criminal charges. Oh, yeah.
So it is. I think just in his head, I think you're right. I think in his head, he's just got it delineated. Okay, Billy and Anya are over here. Billy and Anya. But here's the deal. I talk as much with all of these people. I talk the same with all of these people, which is 0. So, but what you do know is I have said things about Billy Meadows, like brought him up. He is a recurring person. I would, like, if I was like just looking at this, I would, not this, but just thinking of this problem set, I would be like, okay, well, I can't prove that Josh and Billy have talked outside of YouTube, but here's how they've been in contact. And it doesn't look like, it looks like these people are all compartmentalized from each other. And it's all just one big hodgepodge of YouTube. Like, it's not even, I don't know why he compartmentalized these, compartmentalize these cells.
It's just super weird.
Yeah.
Hey, and so I pulled up.
You want to go back to yours?
Yeah. I'm just going to run it because I'm just going to show kind of how easy this is from scratch. Right. So I was showing Josh earlier. I could probably do a whole podcast on mine just showing how I'm utilizing AI to help with this stuff, because I used to have to write code specifically for that social media to pull specifically the thing in the social media. And then I'd have to basically by hand parse it or use a program to parse it, like Python or what have you. Now I'm giving it the data and I'm telling it exactly where I want it. And the machine learning part helps because once it gets it right, you tell it, hey, this was correct. And it's like, oh, it's like, boom. So for the next two things, I went and I took his most recent live, which is like 12 hours ago, right? And it was like a long ass one. And I pulled all the chats, the live chats. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I can figure out who his friends and enemies are based on emotion in text. And so I wrote probably 3 paragraphs to try to describe to the AI what I was looking for. And it's like, okay. And then boom, it just starts running with it. So I'm going to start with that one. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
And so I did some steps before we got to this point, but I have all these CSVs in a folder and I'm going to those. And then I'm saying, okay, this is the folder I want. Now what I'm doing is I'm teaching it. This is a simple formula, right? So we have the source video, screen name, right? So these are all the people, and I'll zoom in because when I'm looking at it here, this is a 54-inch screen, and it's like a super high quality imagery screen. So like everything that's small to you is giant to me. So, so I'm not just being a dick. It's just, it's really weird. So then I use anonymous for screen names. So I use people for people, just a generic shell of a body. And then for any screen name, I use this because if I ever have to use this data for anything, I want them to be separate so I don't have to go and rebuild everything. But okay, and 2, so I got this. I know friends, enemies, and unknowns, right? So I'm going to attributes. I'm just dragging this over, and we'll call this category. Yep. And so then this is real simple. This is as simple as it gets. And now I'm just saying import, and yes, I want to save the changes, and boom, and it's going to pop them all up on the screen. Close. I'm going to bring those in and I'm going to show you what's cool about it here in a second. So doing compact, which means it's just going to bring everything in instead of linear, it's going to be boxy. While that's doing, I'm going to open up a new one and I'm going to do the other chart, which is pretty cool. So I asked it to find the most vile comments in his last live. And that was something. When it separates like the hate and you actually get to look at it and read it, just the hateful shit, it's like, wow, that's some hateful fucking shit right there.
Yeah.
And there's so much hate. None of these people fucking know each other. You know what I mean?
Well, it's great. His chat is nuts because it's either people saying vile shit or him getting trolled.
Mm-hmm.
And then people saying shit back to him. It's just a lot of negativity, and man, can you tell a difference? Like, I didn't watch all of Secret's thing last night, but like, you go into Secret's chat from hers last night, and people are having a good time. They're kind of just cracking on Todd and each other, and just having it's fun. It's just a different fucking vibe. God, you go over there, it's like you feel like you got to put a fucking, like kid backstreet, great. I'm gonna put on some hockey gloves and a football helmet, and we're gonna fake box. What a fucking. And if we go, we can. The nice thing is too is we can roll into this, and then in 20 minutes, GT's thing is going live. We could watch it from here too.
Mm-hmm. That'd be awesome. So I'm rocketing through this. No need to explain it. It's. Okay, so you have the things on top where my mouse is. I am telling, and let me zoom in. I can only zoom in on this, but or actually I can. There we go. So the top part here, I'm telling that I can drag it down. So I'm going to drag this down. It's a comment, right? That number 4 is this icon, and it is connected to this, and I'm the one making those connections. So for this, we'll do. I don't think there's a comment. There is a comment. How about that? Holy shit. That's good. That's good. And then I'm saying that this person made that comment. And let's see. Commenter. This is their profile link. So we'll do YouTube.
So Hitman, this is, as he's going through this, I'll talk this because this is what him and I were, Wally and I were talking about this actually before the show. And we used there was a lot of this stuff being kind of rudimentary, is that right?
Rudimentary.
But I was saying, okay, it was all rudimentary of this. And I2 didn't have I don't think I2 had all of this at the time. So people were trying
I built a lot of it in.
Oh, nice. They a lot of companies were trying to sell the government products that could do this kind of stuff. And I happened to be, because I was working with the Naval Postgraduate School Core Lab on a thing for Syria that we were dealing with social media. They Army, our people, INJIC I was one of the people who would get pitched by contractors.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing with all of it is it's very nice, but you do have to have the sanity check. Like Hitman says, we quote his words back to him. And then, so it's not going to know that you're fucking with him. So all of these, which again is kind of what GT's thing doesn't do. There's no sanity check on any of his chart or why the fuck he has Billy and Anya Meadows in there. I would like to hear that explanation. What role did they play any more than anybody? There's no roles. Also, but why are Billy and Anya involved in that? It's GT's chart is better. So this is why you got to give these things sanity checks. And I'm really glad Wally was. Wally loves this shit, so Wally will always do it. But that Wally wanted to do this to just kind of show, to illustrate what I was talking about when I was telling GT, like, hey man, what you're doing is like literally crayon level shit.
Yeah.
And it's not even that it's not even right. It's not that like aesthetically it was crayon level shit. You have people compartmentalized into things. I have as much interaction with Secret that I do with Billy Meadows. So why am I compartmentalized from everybody? It's so, hell, I have more interaction with GS than anybody on that chart, between me and anybody else on the chart. But none of that could even show that, right? So like one of the things you find when you're briefing is you're going to brief it, you get it, and then you're going to get questions. And then it's going to be like, well, how do you know how do we know that these dudes are in contact? And then you're like, okay, well, it's this. And then this. And if they want to see it, because sometimes they want to see how you connected that, now you got the data behind it. If you ask GT anything about his chart, he can't answer any fucking questions. Well, he refuses to answer any questions.
Yeah, it's just what he thinks, so it's true. Yeah.
Also, how fucking hilarious that on his own blog site, he's got a place where you can put complaints about his stories. So if you have a complaint about his stories, you can file a complaint to him. Like, again, there's no sanity check on anything.
I didn't know that. That's pretty funny. I have to check that out.
If he was trolling people, it would be hilarious. But he's being serious. It's really funny. You gotta have some math smarts to be a fire direction control chief. Like the fire direction control is not a walk in the park kind of job. Yeah. So I don't know where the fuck he lost his mind. But
and fires, I use the fire guys all the time for like ArcGIS because they were like experts in maps, Yeah.
Good at maps,
so here, I probably should explain this too. When you build these things, I had 2 different data sets in there. I forgot. So I just incorporated both of them because why not? Right. We're just having fun here. It always gives you a legend. So this is your map. This explains everything. And I'm using these terms intentionally because it's just what I've been doing for the methodology kind is from special operations or special forces technically. But so you got a screen name. that screen name is the user of that YouTube profile. They either are participating in or commented. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, can you zoom in a bit more?
Yep. Like I said, sorry, Ben. It's literally 2 feet long right
You
here.
got it. Easy day. No worries.
Yeah. And then commenter, what was their comment? And then here is the category. So that's like it put it in 3 or 4 categories, like severe, high, medium, low, when it comes to like violence or the all the things I asked to do, and then severity, how severe is it? And then it's like racism, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then here, because a lot of these screen names, they're from the same live chat. So it doubled up some of the lines, and just because I don't like to see it. But I'm going to copy this into the merge that I was playing with just a minute ago. So, but here's the basics, right? You got this. This is the live from 12 hours ago that he did.
Yeah. Okay. So the anchor.
Yeah.
The hub is the live.
The hub is the live URL. And then you have like this guy commented one time. Oh, call him back. That's my son. This is his channel. So it's making an assumption on this too. So it may not be 100% correct, because obviously you can change your name.
Zoom in a little on that guy.
Yeah, sorry, zooming in.
You're good. You're good. No, sorry. Just Oh, 7 cities. Okay.
And then that's his comment: bigoted, absolute slur,
ableist.
That's
hilarious.
Yeah.
God, that shit's fucking.
Now I know Spider is retarded. Cool. And these are great. Some of these comments are awesome, right? And this one's low, troll.
Oh, King Bluto. Yeah, that guy has got a vocab of 6 words. Man.
Yeah, right. Oh, well, many of these. And so then you can also say, like, okay, who really hates them or who really likes them too. But so let's go here to Taipan. I've seen him around somewhere, but I'll zoom in.
He's the dude. More. He's the Australian dude who lied about being SASR.
Oh, SASR. So no trooper.
Yeah.
Okay, so zoom in.
He's a crazy person. He's a dude who was in his van.
Oh,
van full of trash.
Jesus, that's fucking awesome.
Shut
you mouth, Toddy. Yoey, fight like a girl. Okay. I said, shut your mouth, fascist. There he gophers with the homo comments. Is Todd qua homo? Yeah. Yep, I have done. Wow. Yeah, the dude can't write for shit.
Here. Cap's question is, why not use a true relational database to do this?
That's a good question. Probably. Well, you could consider this the relationship database, right?
That's what I was thinking too. I was going to let you, because you know.
Yeah, this is building. That's what we're looking for here. Is one of the big things that this enables is understanding that relationship network. So as as technology advances too, I'm learning new things, and I'm thinking of things that I wish I would have thought of 15, 20 years ago. I'm like, this would have been awesome to know as a thing in this theater that I worked, so this is pretty cool. Here's what I'm, sorry. You go, because my point's going to be longer. Yeah. So
the relational database on this, right? So this isn't technically social network analysis, and I don't mean social media. There's also dynamic network analysis. It's all nodal. Like this dynamic just adds a time element to it, a temporal aspect of it. Mm-hmm. Palantir could do it. Mm-hmm. And what a relational database will do is you can use it. By the way, you can use a relational database to populate your chart too. Mm-hmm. And what that just means is you're using the what's it called? The Ivan
vector centrality.
Yeah. And so those centrality, so you weight. So if a brother is 5 points, right? Because it's mm-hmm. family, but I'm just using you put whatever terms you want in there. But let's say 5 is the highest that it can be, right? That's the strongest bond. And then casual friend, ghost employee, and all of these are going to have weighted weighted values. And then based on that weighted value, see, like when Wally can move this around, but if you're doing an actual social network analysis model, you don't move these things around because it puts them in place based on the weighted value. But again, all that is can mean just is a reminder that bad garbage in, garbage out. Yeah, you can use a relational to clean your data. Yeah, for sure. Actually, that's a good. Yeah.
And so for this one, it would take a while. I'm trying to shift in. I guess I can't. Can I? Oh no, I can't on this. It has social network analysis built in. It'll take a while. I have to set it up, but eigenvector centrality. So the way it works, the easy way to explain it, this video and this video have a lot of stuff connected to it. So their score is higher. The things that are then connected to both, that's your eigenvector. That's a high eigenvector centrality. So it's things that connect to things with big clusters, I guess you could say. Yeah.
I'm gonna
check this out. Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. As you're doing this, I'm going to. Oh, whoops! Not going to add that to stage. There it is. Okay, I'm just going to add this just real quick so people can see the eigenvector centrality. All right, and this is a network. Whoops! Just so people can see, is a network metric that measures a node's influence by looking at both the quantity and the quality of its connections. That's where the weighted quality. A node scores higher if it is linked to other influential nodes, rather than just having a high number of standard connections. So this is if you have, we always had to find centers of gravity, spheres of influence, that kind of shit, right? So you can have a guy, for example, you can have a guy that's highly connected. He's got a ton of connections, but it ends up he's the guy who owns a store or something, or maybe, that doesn't mean it's not useful, but that doesn't make him a power broker. And so,
or secretaries, one thing I hadn't considered at first, like executive assistants know everybody.
Yeah.
And so it's not always the person with like the biggest network. Sometimes the guy calling the shots is like, this guy who's well connected talks to this guy 4 times a year. That 4 times a year guy might be the person you're looking for. It's time,
Yeah. Well, and another way to put it with like the secretary or the assistant is, if you wanted to influence a show, this isn't a great metaphor, but is the boss going to know everything? Probably. He's going to have broad stroke, right? And then he's going to have access to everything. But it's that personal assistant that if you manipulate that relationship for either influence or for source shit, that's key. What is up, hippie?
Let's navigate these nuts, motherfucker.
That was my first.
Never go with a hippie to a second location.
Ever. Oh, we got Hitman here while we're on a break. I'll just get these.
45.
I ain't asking for the world here. I'm just asking for an 8 ball and $2 million.
Thank you very much, Hitman.
They have to do it behind your back with their mouth.
With their mouth.
Who is that guy anyway?
He is a dude we covered. He's the guy who's like, you can't put a CD in a tape player. Do you remember that guy?
Oh, yeah.
He's just a weird. And the problem is with a lot of these guys, the reason that they get, 5 views on a thing is because it sucks and it's boring. But I like, sometimes I wade through a lot of that guy. There's a few others. I'm like, there's gold. When there's gold, it's great, but it takes a lot. Okay, let me put yours back. Okay.
Yeah, so here's probably something I should have mentioned earlier. One reason all this works with combining data is Analyst Notebook doesn't allow for duplicates.
Can you zoom in?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm just going to. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
As you think about it, just remember zoom in.
Yeah.
You're good.
And so I am going, because you can't have duplicates, those screen names, because I'm using the same format every time, they should automatically connect to each other. And that looks like, let's just zoom out for a second. Paste here, boom, instantaneous. So what it did was, and I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. It instantaneously merged those matching screen names, and then it essentially just added the comments. And so let's go do this, arrange, make it cool again. Because as you add stuff, that changes the dynamic in the program. So it'll change the chart around, move it all the way it thinks. It's not always right on that, but so. And so we got some duplicate links, and like in the real world, I would take all those out, but there's no need to now. Chad just wants to shoot someone. Shoot someone. God damn it. Hail Satan and gay communists. Oh my God. Yes. Let's see.
Who is that?
That's MGK Bingo Victims Unit.
Oh, there we go. Bingo Victims Unit. Hail Satan and gay communists.
Dude. Wow. That's wild. Who's this? Oh, he's got low, medium. Gay with a G. Sure thing, pal. Actually, a bit better. I'll go back here. It's a little less crowded. Let me turn this off because I know looks weird. Style, view, boom, grid lines. Yeah.
Hey, GT, are you? I know you're not like learning specifically while you're in here seeing this, because you're not going to use Analyst Notebook. But are you getting an idea of what we're talking about now on your chart? Is it? I don't know. I really do want to steer you in the right direction. I'm really honestly not fucking with you here.
Yeah, if you knock off your bullshit, I'll fucking give you a hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, truthfully, GT, the smart thing to do would be to contact Wally and be like, hey, can you help me out with my data?
We've talked before. We've had a cordial, nice relationship. You know, I mean,
I've had no bad experiences with the dude, except for this whole weirdness that he's on now, because he thinks he's on to something, and the truth is he is not. But whatever.
Flower, you're wrong, you ignorant slut.
It's just fun to read these.
Yeah. Who is this? Oh, Wyatt. Oh, cool. He's in here, isn't he? Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Intel is fun. Metadata is life. And that one came out wrong, but then we then post a picture on the internet with you and non-family member minor child in a bed wearing your bathrobe. When there's an active contentious child in case for what? Oh my God. Spider dog on duty. Cool. Dark Side Todd. Oh. I read it wrong the first time. I was like, that's odd. Yeah. And I don't have my Second Amendment. Okay. That's weird. Technically everybody does, but your choices choose whether you get to use them or not. Todd just wants to shot somebody. Yeah, we saw that one already. So yeah,
I want to show this real quick. This
yeah.
Well, not just that. Okay, I'm going to remove that. Just because with the comments, I don't know why this one just fucking made me do a fucking spit take. Todd doesn't see his kids because he hates them and Jews. I don't know why that one I just snorted. Oh, I don't know why this one made me fucking.
Oh, yeah, Kelly. I'll show you in a second. I brought up Kaiser's when we first started the podcast here. So, yeah, you're right. I did. And funny, even because Kaiser's been in jail about a year now, something like that.
Yeah, right. The year and a half going on.
Year and a half. Yeah. But literally, I've doubled my skill set since then because of AI. But yeah, there's Kelly. There's the Kaiser merge. I'm not zooming in on this because it's got it's got a lot of stuff I don't want to get in trouble for.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, here's his Facebook comments post. You probably saw that one back in the day. But, you know, and again, you know, there's how many people are in here now? I can't even see them. Or 99.
We got
99.
Oh, yeah.
Good motherfuckers.
Good goddamn motherfuckers.
For anybody who just came in, like, hey, all this stuff is public. And for the test chart, I guess you could call it, the GS one, everything's redacted, right? And I didn't pay to get any of this information. I didn't do FOIA. This is all just from the internet, from his social media, from his videos. So I reiterate that. So when you go and cry to your daddy, it's you're telling your daddy the truth, you know. So, but yeah.
It would be.
Yeah,
I
man.
would be interested in a actual social network analysis. I wonder what how they would put. I mean, Todd would be the center of gravity for his network.
Yeah, for his network. Yeah,
obviously, but
it would be good to take, let's say, take Finkel, take Todd, take well, Kaiser's out of the picture.
Kaiser's. Yeah.
Who's the other guy he likes a lot? I think is he still friends with him? Okay.
Mims. Well, no, he's definitely friends. Him and Chris Ryder are fucking again.
Oh, they are again. So
Chris Ryder told them to his face, "I've been reporting you criminally for years." And Todd was like, "Will you be my daddy, Chris?"
We'll just write in love again.
In love again. It's.
I would take the people that he likes the most and the people he hates the most. And then I would create a template and follow that template for Instagram, for Rumble, for everything else, you know. And then I would put that, everybody would have their own, and then I'd have the merge and see where the crossover is between people.
What would you recommend? I'm going to pull GT's thing back up. I don't think there's there's no saving this.
No.
But
first off, you have to have something up here at the top. Like, you're alluding that this is a network of people doing something. So what are they doing, or what do you allege they're doing? Then the hierarchy here is preposterous, right? So who's the target? Is there a target, or is it you're just showing a network? If you're showing a network, you're showing it very poorly, right? Yeah. I would have a color code for YouTube personalities, non-YouTube personalities. Obviously, you got the elected. Courtney, whatever her name is on there twice.
Yeah.
So that makes zero sense. Also, if you're going to, so JJ's businesses are interesting in itself, but this is not the way to show it. You want to show the business as an entity and then who's involved in those businesses. Because if you actually look at his LLC's filings and his EIN filings, it's more than just like Chris and JJ, right? On some of these, it's like, and the funny thing is, all the ones that they filed are going to get expensive. I mean, they have to refile, and you know.
I think they disbanded him. If I understand right, I'm not like, I don't have granular knowledge on it, but I'm pretty sure they broke up their businesses. Yeah. But to me, the businesses on this, Billy and Anya serve zero purpose. They're cluttering this whole thing. And then Greg and so MBK, Commander, and why don't you put Commander in? I would just anyway. And then the Pat guy that have nothing to do with any of this, and you've given them the biggest box. You're giving them front and center, and they don't even do anything. Like, again, you're right. If you're just trying to show a network, but you're not even GT, you're trying to use this as a standalone thing. And then if somebody looked at it, even with your opinion, blog that you add to it, even with your opinion shit, none of this makes any fucking nobody knows what anybody does in this whole thing. The closest thing you have to a role, somebody's role in any of this, is you just, if GT's still in here, his show started, so he might be over. But GT, when you finish this off, the closest thing you have to a role is you just say bingo, and then you have me and Secret Girl down there. But Like that doesn't even do anything.
And he knows military terminology. So if I was rebuilding this, I would think of it as like a battalion level. Who's the one? Who's admin? Who's intel? Who's operations? Who's logistics? And I'd stop it there, and then I'd use other terms like who's the financier, who's financing, who's media promoter type individuals, right? And then I would break it down into truth and fake, or false news, fake news, whatever you want to call it. Like I'm assuming this is like, I assume this chart is to show JJ's network and why JJ's bad is what I'm assuming.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. And Amber's his girlfriend, right?
Yes.
Okay. And she's the nurse. And then Ray is the sheriff.
He's the sheriff.
Okay.
So technically, administratively, not operationally, he does have because JJ reports to the sheriff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
and
he doesn't.
So he
work
shouldn't even be on
here.
the same tier because is he
Right.
being accused of something, or is he just like?
Also, he's and again, he's not an elected official. He's not even elected, which denotes. This is what I'm saying. Like, there's not even in a hierarchical chart, in an org chart like this, it doesn't even make fucking sense.
When I first looked at this, I thought this was about GS, and like I had no idea it was about JJ, and I just like kind of just figured that out. I don't know. Maybe it's because I just don't do well with retarded stuff, you know.
Yeah. I don't work well with the tarded. Here, let's switch over to
I'm just
GT6.
Yeah, man, I'm kind of done, but for anybody out there, you know, my podcast email is still the same, Wally at the Where's Wally podcast. Wally at is it the no, it's the Where's Wally podcast at gmail.com. Sorry. You know, I'm happy to help people. I'm not going to do this maliciously for you so that, you know, if anybody needs help, I'm not going to give you just some random person who was mean to you on the internet. I'm not going to dox them. Right. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Fuck yeah. There we go. Or it's actually the Where's Wally podcast.
Shit. Okay.
My bad.
You're good.
But I'm happy to help. Like if like, you know, there's some spillover with some of this stuff, and it's like I said earlier, it's really childish. You know, it's childish high school level drama, right?
Yeah.
But if you guys need help with something, if it's business related or whatever, do I need a lawyer? Yes. You should know a lawyer that you can call, but don't put one on a retainer. You don't need a lawyer, and love your stuff. But yeah, you know, and like I said again, hey, this is not doxing, right? Because I redacted a bunch of stuff. The funny thing about the doxing thing and how this would work with it would look a lot different. And if I had if I was doxing somebody I didn't like, they would know it, and they would also not know it, which is even scarier. You know, like the things that they won't recognize happen to them for 5-6 years, and then they're like, "Uh-oh, I don't have any Social Security." You know? You know?
And I'm pregnant. Wally!
You know, baby farming, all sorts of stuff, you know, changing official records. I mean, God, the real doxing is bad. In real doxing, like I'd have a list, and I'd just start getting credit cards in your name, and I'd start buying stuff and send it to the Iranian embassy in the UK. You know, like the FBI would get involved. Like it'd be bad. There would be permanent damage, you know. But you know, that's not a threat. Obviously, it's just a capability, and it's just one of many. So,
what's up, Blue Bay?
Haven't seen Blue Bay in forever.
I know, right?
That's
Me
cool.
either.
Yeah.
Me fucking either. All right, let's watch. Let's go over to GTs here.
I'll be. I'm going to step off, but I'll be right back.
Go.
Slams her into a window wall and pulls his taser out and starts.
Your First Amendment rights stop somewhere.
Yes, sir. I'm very aware of that.
And I'm going to stop them here.
So if you have any dick pics, send in the
You know what I mean? Boot and Doc, they're representing.
GT, did you just put promoting to send pornographic images to another? Hey, GT, I know that you're listening or gonna be listening again. Todd has a dick pic of Rabbit. He's never, ever denied it. In fact, he's confirmed it. On a live stream, he asked, Untrackable, if Untrackable would like to get the dick pic of Rabbit from Todd. Also, this is so stupid and localized, but anyway, we'll watch it.
You know what I mean? Boot and Doc, they're represented legally by him or whatever the fuck's going on with that. Same with Secret.
Yeah, you are. What are you talking about? Yes, you are. Stone Vet's admission that GT is paid by Savage Saints. I mean, okay.
As you guys are finding out, I work for Courtney. Okay. I don't know if that's not apparent right now, but I work for Courtney, not Savage. I work for her personally.
Oh, I'm sure he sent it to me.
Oh, come on. Ruiz was a loose cannon. He played it fast, and he played it loose.
Exclusive investigation. GT's going hot with an exclusive investigation of what appears to be a coordinated campaign.
What exclusive? You have the whole potato investigators over there doing it. It's not again, all of this is just it's an opinion blog that is masquerading as a journalist, as a news organization. Like I said, if you have a complaint about one of GT's stories, you know where you go? You file a complaint with GT.
Involving an elected jailer, a nonprofit organization, multiple YouTube channels, and others targeting Christopher Ryder and Tiffany Napier.
I mean, the worst part, it's Kaiser, Ernie. Ernie always got us bigger numbers. People love to fucking get it, Ernie. But it's good that the numbers are high with Doofus Crest too. It's cool.
At the center of this story is a troubling question. Did an elected official use his position, influence, and network of online supporters to go after critics because those critics challenged his conduct and the conduct of those around him?
Your First Amendment rights stop somewhere.
Yes, sir. I'm very aware of that.
And I'm going to stop them here.
You got the prosecutor saying the same. Chris, you just need to get the fuck off the internet, bro. You wouldn't be where you are if you would have kept your mouth shut. You would have listened to everybody a long time ago. And based on that, like, last stream that I watched from this idiot, where it wasn't so funny anymore. You know what I mean?
By the end of this story, the facts will be laid out, the documents will be shown, and connections will be explained. And ultimately, it will be up to you to decide.
So by him saying that, which is the way, GT, remember when his press release on it, he said, "Believe it or not, I don't care." Well, it's up to you to decide how my one-sided, totally manipulated fucking information and my pure, unadulterated, uncut speculation, it's up to you to decide.
Before we begin, make sure to like, share, subscribe, to include hitting that notification bell so you do not miss future reporting.
We're using
If you believe any part of GT's reporting is false, incomplete, or needs correction, you may file a complaint directly at gtnn.net.
There it is right there. If you have a complaint with the way I'm doing things, file complaint with me. And then it will be put into the circular filing cabinet.
We should definitely, let's file a complaint.
By clicking file a complaint. Most viewers are already familiar with the arrest of Christopher Ryder and Tiffany Napier in Meade County, Kentucky. The arrest was carried out by Chief Deputy Ray Whited. Mr. Ryder is now facing charges connected to the broader conflict involving the Meade County jailer, J.J. Scarborough, and jail nurse, Amber Brown. What simply started as a very simple open records request turned into Chris and Tiffany being arrested.
Comes in, the chief deputy. And I mean, he was smacking at the lips, you know, like smacking his hands together. He was very anxious and disorderly. He was being disorderly. So the whole thing was on the live stream with, I think we had like 2,000 people watching. So he made a fool of himself. You know, he was just like overbearing. He kept asking us questions that didn't pertain to the situation at all. It was really weird. But he got out of control and he decided that he was going to arrest me and accuse me of disorderly conduct.
Holy shit. FBI files? What?
Well, he's going from one state to another.
Well, he called Ryder played a thing that sounded like he called the FBI, you know, tip line thing or something. He's called the FBI on JJ. Todd 3 weeks ago, a month ago, maybe at this point, when things started going fucking south with him and JJ, Todd on Finkel's channel said he was going to call the FBI on JJ as well. God, these guys are snitches, man.
And the FBI is like, that's a big waste of resources. Not what the FBI does, right? Yeah. And even for corruption, it's a state level crime. The corruption.
In St. Louis, the corruption. And again, we're two non-law enforcement people talking about this,
right? True,
but they come in. I don't know. Maybe the state does it too, but the FBI, because St. Louis obviously is pretty corrupt, and they've been for years trying to clean it up, and it's been the FBI that's come in and done it.
And he decided that he was going to arrest me and accuse me of disorderly conduct. So I let him put me in handcuffs, you know. Then he turns to my girlfriend. My girlfriend is, what's her height, babe? 5 foot.
Step ahead of you. You don't see shit.
She's 5'4", you know, buck 10.
Navigate these nuts,
small girl. And she was saying to him while he was putting me in handcuffs that he was making a mistake. I think her words were, "You better not arrest him. You're going to be in a pickle for this." So I guess that made him angry with her. So after he cuffed me, he turns to her and he grabs her. And I'm talking bruises from head to toe from this. He grabs her by her underneath of her underside of the top part of her arm and flips her around and slams her into a window wall and pulls his taser out and starts trying to shoot her in the heart with his taser. I mean, it was crazy. So, and I've reported this to the FBI already for excessive force. But so he ends up arresting her too for no reason. And his only words to her were, "Do you want to go to jail too?" He screamed it at her.
During the same generation.
That is a weird. I don't know. Chris and Tiffany provoked that. It felt like I didn't really see anything that bad. I didn't see him slam her into a wall. Look, I have zero respect for Chief Whited. I fucking have zero respect for that dude. None. Less than none. And he's been covering for that police report he submitted on JJ's shooting Ray Whited's pathetic. Honestly. But I didn't see him slam Tiffany up against anything.
Time, J.J. Scarborough developed a public online relationship with Michael Kaiser, also known as Fraud at Wrangler. Kaiser and Scarborough appeared together on repeated live streams where Christopher Ryder.
All of this is true. And Ray Whited did this. I'm assuming he's about to show Ray Whited called Kaiser family. It's very fucking weird. This is why I have no respect for that motherfucker. Yeah, there's shitty police working on. But what does this have to do with anything? So let's see.
And Tiffany Napier were discussed, criticized, and targeted.
Need any help with an attorney so you all can get your name to quit being running aground, I want to put up the first $5,000 towards a retainer to an attorney. And I can have that to you Monday. Miss Georgetta, if you're out there and you want your name cleared and you want this off of your record, I have $5,000 for you for an attorney retainer too. And
Kaiser's fucking haircut. Kaiser and Todd and their haircuts. I could always speed it up. You're right. I will. All right, P-Code, are you out? Are you out? Is that what you were saying, or was it DP? Either way, thank you.
Now get your ugly white ass out of here.
Hey, and I just looked it up. So a better place to call would be the DCI, Kentucky Department of Criminal Investigation. They have a whole public integrity branch.
You probably would get more traction there than the FBI, maybe.
Yeah, because I mean, their governor, one of the things is he's trying to clean up the state. And didn't you and MSG, didn't you guys do a whole podcast and you went over that police report? Yeah, I remember
that's
that.
What I'm saying. I mean, from a non-law enforcement, just a dude with tactical experience, like I was like, what the fuck?
Because it didn't.
I've shot at cars too. I'm telling you,
I remember it didn't have any flow. It's like, usually you got a time date stamp, what happened.
Half the time on that report, you didn't know who he was talking about. Like, I knew because I could visualize the situation and I had heard the story, but it didn't make grammatically, it didn't make any sense. It was switching between present tense and past tense. It didn't have fucking verb, noun, subject, verb agreement half the time. It was crazy. It was a terrible, it looked like it was written by a 3-year-old. Yeah.
if you need more, I will take care of the entire attorney bill.
So JJ's financing fucking 6 different lawsuits?
Michael Kaiser, a convicted felon out of Alabama, is now incarcerated in connection with charges involving theft from his employer. Questions continue to surround J.J. Scarborough's conduct while serving as the Meade County jailer. Those questions include allegations and public concerns involving financial responsibility, a substantial pay raise given to his romantic partner, prior ethics violations, failed financial audits, multiple federal lawsuits involving him and the jail, and a defamation lawsuit filed by jail nurse Amber Brown against Chris Ryder. The lawsuit against
it's tough because I do believe that some government people can, act a certain fucking way, but I 100% agree with you. I don't agree that he got charges for a thumbnail. I know there's way more to it than that, but no, Chris and Tiffany are clean.
against Mr. Ryder did not go unanswered. Amber Brown was hit with an anti-SLAPP response, and Mr. Ryder may now be in a position to pursue damages, including potential claims involving Meade County, Kentucky. When a government-connected individual files a lawsuit against a critic for speech about public conduct that can create serious legal exposure, criticizing government officials is protected speech. Using the courts to punish that criticism can become a constitutional problem. GT has watched multiple channels report on Chris Ryder after his conviction or imprisonment is inevitable.
Who is that guy?
What those same channels often fail to
Who is that guy? What does that have to do with anything? Oh, I like how reporting. Look at his thing on the bottom. Multiple other YouTube channels.
Ryder, after his conviction or
you could tell this dude. This is terrible presentation.
Imprisonment is inevitable. What those same channels often fail to report are the court filings, the anti-SLAPP developments, and the lack of hard evidence behind many online claims and the broader context surrounding the cases. Instead, what appears to have developed in a repeated pattern of live streams, personal attacks, insults, and character assassinations directed at Christopher Ryder and Tiffany Napier. Now, Todd Bryant appears to be breaking his silence in exposing J.J. Scarborough. Bryant once appeared to be reporting against Ryder and Napier in the same lane as other channels. However, based on what GT has reviewed, many of these channels were not relying on documentation, court records, or verified evidence. Instead, much of the content appears to rely on name-calling, speculation, and repeated personal attacks. Now it appears messages are being delivered to channels about Mr. Bryant while they're conducting a live stream.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I just want to jump up real quick for a second and relay a message that, some people that are fed up with the bullshit. Todd's went too far, and consequences of his actions are coming real soon. So
Okay.
be on the lookout for your mailbox. Y'all have a great night. Sorry to bother you.
I just want to say hey to Reverend Wild Bill. This motherfucker smoked weed with Willie Nelson. It's fucking badass. Puff puff pass. I'm down. I'm gonna actually do a bong hit. Now that Wild Bill's here, I'll do a bong hit. You know, Hippie can't do THC anymore. Did you know that?
No.
So I am of the THC drinks, I'm the last stoner. We have one stoner doing THC drinks, god damn it. It's so stupid.
Our investigation then led to a nonprofit organization out of North Carolina known as the Savage Saints. This nonprofit is owned and operated by William Barthel, also connected to
42 people. I bet you he gets 1,200 people on this. He gets views. I bet you he gets 1,200 on this.
This network is church.
But what is that? What is 1,200 views? Oh, by the way, you're just getting Doofus Crest. Who's going to watch this? Who is interested in this outside of maybe 1,000 people, give or take, right? Like, nobody cares about this shit, GT. Really, I'm not saying don't do it. If you want to remain a Doofus Crest opinion blog, right? What do they call that? We're a columnist, like an opinion columnist, do it, but you're not going to grow this way.
Of the Savage Heart. Both the Savage Saints and Church of the Savage Heart have displayed the same tax EIN number in the footer of their websites. The online bingo operation became the gateway into this investigation. While the bingo cash prize giveaways are important, they are not the full story. The deeper concern is what this nonprofit appears to be doing, who it appears to be connected to, and how those connections may relate to the targeting of Christopher Ryder and Tiffany Napier. In Arizona, Courtney, also known online as Savage Secret Girl, has been described as a current or former administrative assistant connected to the Savage Saints.
Thanks for membering up there, Wild Bill.
I haven't even begun to stick a microscope up your asses.
Got the swag, kept the money, job well done.
Sal's got a really good question. Like, how did you of all people get tasked with handling the financial responsibility of putting money on his books?
Pay attention.
Because I'm the admin assistant for the Savage Saints.
Recently, Courtney has been hosting online bingo games offering cash prizes. Those games were hosted on a URL that displayed the nonprofit's tax EIN number in the footer. After DT began reporting on the bingo operations, multiple changes were made to the website.
Yeah, so Tim and Dove will get $10, and Peace will get $5. And who was my third winner who put it back into the pot, back to the channel owner?
Yeah, I forget who said that.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
So congrats.
You probably were. People are crazy generous, and they often do gifted memberships. In fact, I think Blam. So you probably had one. It's all good, man. I'm just glad you're membering back up. Thank you.
Congrats.
I was glad to have
$5.
They actually get $10 because Dove won the first round.
Savage Secret Girl, since this is being hosted by Savage Saints and cash prizes are being awarded, where can the participants find the official rules, eligibility requirements, and terms for the bingo? There is no fucking rules, dumbass.
It's not being hosted by the Savage Saints. It's being hosted.
Get off fucking life.
Yeah.
Quit bluffing for your boyfriend Ryder.
The Savage Saints originally presented itself as being connected to hurricane rescue and recovery efforts. Records and information related to this position of the story are being withheld at this time due to an active law enforcement and Department of Justice investigation.
It's
Georgia
going to get
Transparency
hotter.
requested financial sum.
Cracker.
Nick.
I love the fuck out of cookies.
But yeah, we're all good.
Oh, yeah. I was going to point that out on the chart, but
the story are being withheld at this time due to an active law enforcement and
an active law enforcement. Chris Ryder called the cops. These people, and so now there's an active law enforcement. If they're what agency? GT wouldn't even talk about what agency was conducting this criminal investigation. Hell yeah. Thank you. God damn it.
Got the swag, kept the money. Job well done.
Hell yeah.
Department of Justice investigation. Georgia Transparency requested financial summaries that appeared to be available upon request through the nonprofit's own website. Those requests were denied. Also present during Hurricane Helene recovery efforts was the Meade County jailer, J.J. Scarborough. This raises a serious question. Are nonprofit funds, nonprofit branding, or nonprofit connected resources being used to support online harassment, legal pressure, or an in-person targeting of critics? That question becomes more serious when looking at William Barthel's action in Meade County and Indiana. Mr. Barthel appeared outside of Meade County Courthouse and then appears to have filmed the home of a defendant involved in a criminal proceeding. Mr. Barthel made statements suggesting he was paid through the nonprofit to be there. Mr. Barthel is currently facing a felony charge in Indiana connected to those events. He is also facing felony charges in Florida involving allegations that he spit on correctional deputies. GT investigates.
GT, I don't know what you're doing with your face like there, but Coño tu madre. Oh, also, I forgot, like a good stoner, I forgot to do my bong hit. Glock, Jesus. Glock loaded, coming in muy caliente con 5 membreses gratis. Hell yeah.
They have to do it behind your back with their mouth.
Guess what? You're on the fucking bird.
Good luck, motherfucker.
Good shooting. We're gonna let that big dog motherfucking eat. Get some. Get some. Oh shit. Doofus snipe in place. Roger that. Take that motherfucking shot. Man, the talk erupted in applause. That was a named objective. Thank you very much. I thought, and then janitor membered up herself. Jesus Christ. Killing time, passing through with, we got 10 mics on station. Roger that, killing time, what's your payload? Motherfucker, we are full Hellfire, full Gatling. You're on the bird!
What are you gonna do?
Get some.
Fucking anti-nerd piece of shit.
God damn it. I need a good one. Where's the good one?
People call me a white supremacist. They call me a racist. Fine. I'm good with that.
Ground, good shooting, killing time. Ground team moving in. 50 cows. What we in the other tree like to go live. Get some. Killing time. Good job. We got the Doofus snipe in place. Roger that. Take that motherfucking shot. And the talk erupted in applause again. Thank you very much. Thank you. Most generous chat on YouTube. Wild Bill, this is where you probably got one of your memberships. It's great. People are fucking fun and generous over here for sure.
Thank you, Satin Sakes. Further, what began as questions about bingo opened the door to a much larger network of connections. The bingo investigation became the Trojan horse. It exposed websites, EIN usage, online cash prize games, nonprofit branding, creator relationships, legal representation claims, and apparent connections to channels repeatedly targeting Christopher Ryder and Tiffany Napier. Operating online bingo in Arizona while tied to a North Carolina nonprofit without clear licensing, while offering cash prizes and accepting donations through a website displaying a tax EIN, raises serious legal and regulatory questions.
In GT, nobody said they were supporting this. This is Secrets channel. So, no, you're a dumbass just like the rest of them. Savage Secret Girl, since this is being hosted by Savage Saints and cash prizes are being awarded, where can the participants find the official rules, eligibility requirements, and terms for the bingo? There is no fucking rules, dumbass.
It's not being hosted by the Savage Saints. It's being hosted.
Get off fucking life.
Rice Krispies? No, who?
Rice Krispies?
Somebody else.
I don't know if we're supposed to openly talk. Yeah, I don't know if we're supposed to openly talk about the Snap Crackle Pop guy.
I have a question about my association.
Go ahead, GT. Please ask.
Since I'm associated and everything, according to Secret, since I'm associated with it, I would like to see a copy of all the financial statements then.
Wait, are you trying to deny your association? You're here now with us, and you're trying to deny it?
So if anybody shows up on an open panel, they're automatically a part of the association?
No, but when you're talking the way you've been talking.
GT, first of all, we do pay you. Secondly, the truth is it's exactly what you're doing to everybody else. For example, you're Billy and Anya Meadows. What do they have to do with any of this? They're friends with JJ. Well, who cares? This is so bad and so ridiculous. Look, I get it. Journalism is different than an intel brief. But what does an intel brief teach you? How to be concise, how to convey information as quickly.
Attention to detail.
Attention to fucking detail. Knowing your thing that you're briefing. It's so annoying to watch this. It's also just funny.
Coded.
I didn't say it. Y'all did. Y'all the ones that brought up this. Said I'm being paid by JJ and being paid by do whatever. So y'all brought it up.
Nobody said JJ was paying you.
Oh, y'all did.
Y'all brought it up. Said MBK even said my check's in the mail. Y'all brought it up. So now I'm questioning it, and you're not really giving me any answers.
GT, I'm just saying that you could leverage this bingo thing to gain cred with Todd and get the information that will blow the lid off the JJ case.
But what if I don't want to? What?
I mean, GT Coded just gave it to you right there.
If I'm just doing it myself?
Then you can't.
You don't want to blow. Yeah, you don't want to blow the lid off the JJ case. Even Bow wants to blow the lid.
Did I say anything other than you?
That's not true. It's crazy that people like Coded Friends would just randomly associate people with people just to have some random chat banter, man. It's pretty like toxic. It's weird.
It's
yeah. That Asian girl has a point. No.
trollish, isn't it?
Hey, Bow.
Trollish.
In here,
you can
stay or go. Doesn't matter, but just make sure that you drop your Cash App, PayPal, whatever the case may be, because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down all of the names of the people who dropped their Cash Apps, and you guys are going to whoever I draw out of a hat, you're going to get $25. So, because we are the e-begging channel, and our last winner was Marine Corps Girl.
Yes, he is. And I would cover him, but it's kind of the same. First of all, Doofus Crest has been where it's at lately. Ernie's shit is pretty repetitive to me. But yes, he is out and he is on YouTube once again. Wow, Bill. Hell
MBK,
yeah.
sir.
I didn't do it.
Because we can't have nice things.
Y'all did catch that yesterday. What that 30-minute thing about he was spurging out about Billy and claiming about Billy getting money and all that.
I mean, I'll go once GS kind of dries up, like he stops being fun. We're definitely going to be hitting. We'll get back to Ernie. I'm not leaving Kentucky. Fuck no. That is for the time being. That is this channel's fucking AOR, area of responsibility, because fucking Kentucky, if your pussy's dry, and so is your county. Kentucky, KY, Big Ern McCabe, governor of fucking KY 2027. Oh, I fucking love those stings. Love them.
About JJ at the very beginning of that video.
Among the most significant admission made on live streams is a connection between.
I did want to say, shit, man, we got 116 good goddamn motherfuckers up in here. Hell yeah. On a Sunday motherfucking afternoon. I must say evening. The windows are open. I'm looking out at the fucking daylight. This is good weed. I got really good weed. And after the bong, it's like, oh boy. I'm sure out of these we got a couple, maybe one or two.
Oh my holy crap. Surveillance does. I hate those.
But you know how we are over here. We are open-minded and welcoming.
Hello, faggot lovers everywhere.
What are you gonna do?
And look, we're not a news channel. We're just entertainment.
This is about morals.
ethics, scruples. Maybe you should get one of those.
And if you donate, you'll be with the most generous chat on YouTube. Trademark.
I ain't asking for the world here. I'm just asking for an 8-ball and $2 million.
Hell yeah. All right. Let's finish.
William Barthel and Courtney, also known as Savage Secret Girl. It appears Mr. Barthel runs or assists with the back end of certain live broadcasts on Courtney's channel. GT is currently conducting a deeper investigation into Courtney and will report those findings when we're complete. Courtney has recently denied involvement with the Savage Saints. However, evidence appears to show that she has used streaming infrastructure controlled by William Barthel. GT is now calling into question the credibility and consistency of the Savage Saints administrative.
Oh my God, GT. This is unbelievably dumb. This is just unbelievably. It's gossip that you are taking as truth. Have you never dealt with the difference between like information and intel or anything like that? Like how you process this shit, GT? This is garbage time shit, dude.
Assistant. At times, Courtney appears to acknowledge a role or connection. At other times, she denies association.
Oh no, I mean Killer Miller set it up on your panel, so I was just curious if it was promoting to.
Is there anybody still confused that it is secret bingo? So if he wants to ask questions about secret, I'll be more than happy to answer. So let's see if third time's a charm.
So on Secrets Bingo, you promote sending a man naked pictures of another man and giving out the email address.
But right. I do want to. There's another charity I came up to represent. It's called Members for Mesker. So it's to help lonely old guys who are really queens look at dicks in the privacy of their own basements. So if you have any dick pics, send in the.
No, absolutely not. No.
It's out there now. Do what you will later.
I do believe that after that comment was made, I said no. I do not agree with that.
The nonprofit also appears to be connected to legal representation to support for YouTube channels that regularly produce negative content about Christopher Ryder and Tiffany Napier. So far, GT has connected Doc Leno and Boot Bodycam to this broader network. Information provided to GT indicates that William Barthel and the Savage Saints are connected to YouTube channels Boot Bodycam. Legal filings involve copyright strikes pointed directly to Mr. Barthel. Those filings connect Mr. Barthel and his nonprofit to the channel. Screen captures from Boot Bodycam.
Wait, what? Hold on. So, okay. He's saying, how does this prove
Barthel and the channels that regularly produce negative content about Christopher Ryder and Tiffany Napier? So far, GT has connected Doc Leno and Boot Bodycam to this broader network. Information provided to GT indicates that William Barthel and the Savage Saints are connected to YouTube channels Boot Bodycam. Legal file.
How does this GT legitimately? How does this show it? I hope I need to watch more, because if this is what you're showing as your connection, this doesn't even show anything. It looks like a copyright something, the reply to a copyright response. You're not even, dude, I don't even know what this says. Display name of Boot Bodycam. Okay, so you, okay, I get it now. Sorry, maybe I'm not seeing Boot Bodycam. Why do I need to look for this? Why do you have a graphic up that I need to search for the relevance of it? Come on, man. Come on. Highlight Boot Bodycam. Highlight Savage Saints, highlight Boot Bodycam, at least. Draw people's eyes to it. It took me a minute to even figure out what the fuck I was looking at, dude. So I'm trying to listen to you while I'm trying to read this, because your shit is unclear. No, you suck at this. That's what the fuck happens, is you suck at this. I am paying attention to this, dude, and I'm not getting the information that you want conveyed. And if you're only going for people that are smarter than me, they're not even going to watch your bullshit. You got to go for people my level or dumber, dude. Come on. Think about this. You want to convey your You think so? Wally, you're dead fucking sober.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he's going with this, to be honest with you. But it's like, is it 2 documents or 1? Like what's going on here? Or why?
It has nothing to do. GT, I know. Listen, fathead, I know you're fucking. Get the tacos out of your ears, dude. I know you're feeling upset that I'm hurting your feelings about this, that I'm taking your work and I'm shredding it. But if you don't want to get better, then disregard what the fuck we're saying. Wally offered to help you, dude. Like, not extensively or whatever, but he offered to fucking help. So come on, man. Just like any troop, just like any fucking troop, anybody on a murder board, I would say this is bullshit. I am hurting your feelings. I'm clearly hurting your feelings. This sucks, dude. You got to get better at this. If you want to keep this graphic, man, at least highlight boot body cam and the shit down there that you want it to read, and maybe put an exclamation, because again, dude, you're sending this out like it's an actual fucking news thing. It's a blog for Doofus Crest. I appreciate it. You're our fucking Doofus Crest Gazette star reporter, dude. But if you want this graphic to mean something to anybody, you have to explain what the fuck it is. And then why does display name of uploader boot body cam matter if down below it says full name Billy Barthel and all that shit? I'm helping you out here, man. I'm helping you out.
Filings involve copyright strikes pointed directly to Mr. Barthel. Those filings connect Mr. Barthel and his nonprofit to the channel. Screen captures from Boot Body Cam shows controversial videos focused on Christopher Ryder and Tiffany Napier. Recently, Todd Bryant has also become a target. GT questions whether that shift occurred because Bryant began breaking his silence about JJ Scarborough.
Especially me. Like, they keep saying I'm a savage saint. Okay, prove it. I'm the only one. But I'm the only one on like the quote unquote YouTubes that don't even like have any representation that I'm part of them. They just like to say it. You know what I mean? Boot and Doc, they're represented legally by him or whatever the fuck's going on with that. Same with Secret, but I'm not. But they still throw me in the mix. Funny how that works, right?
Oh yeah.
But hey, but I do love, right? But then they try tying me to a crime with Rabbit because I had him up on.
This is Boot. I'm actually glad. GT, you clearly don't care for any fucking guidance in any of this. So here's what I would say. Keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing, dude. You're about to blow the case wide the fuck open. Come, right. This dude's trolling Todd, so he comes in and I don't know. You're the star fucking investigator. Figure it out.
My panel when it happened. So again, so does that mean Todd is doing all these crimes with Ryder? Why Ryder's up on Todd's panel?
Another channel connected to the story is Doclan No.
What did that have to do with anything?
Owned and operated by Joey Long of Crestview, Florida. Mr. Long has displayed.
Why Doc Leno. I had a staff sergeant Leno. I keep fucking the name up. Leno, right? What's the point of fucking doxing him? He called GT fat and fake activist or something like that. All he had to do is just call him a blogger. That's all he is. That's all this is.
The Savage Saints logo during live streams. An admission regarding that connection was also made by Killer Miller. Mr.
GT thinks doxing is investigating people.
Long live streamed and labeled Georgia Transparency a racist. GT has found no factual basis supporting that claim.
So you investigated your God. You can hear how fat you are, dude. Holy shit, my man. And neither me and Wally are svelte guys.
Husky is, I think, a good term for me.
Husky. I prefer husky.
I'm on the drop. I'm losing some weight, but still. Hey, when he docked when he docs Lanu, what did he do?
What did Leno
What did he
do?
release? No, what did
just where he lives in his picture.
Okay.
So I mean, it's not, and I'm sure he got it from some social media somewhere.
Yeah.
But my point is, what does that do? Like, what is the goal with that? And what does this piece? What does Doc have anything to do with this? Is he saying because I shouldn't have to figure this out? GT, do you hear what I'm saying? And it's not because I'm stoned, and it's not because I'm stupid. You have a problem with your lack of ability to convey information clearly and in a fashion that is digestible, that people understand. You just slap shit together. It makes no sense. This is a personal grievance between somebody called you a racist, you investigated yourself, and you found no racism. Think about that, GT.
I'm using that in the future for sure.
I know you're a racist. I just investigated myself. I'm not racist. GT is
it's like he doesn't have to. Like, I wouldn't say it the same way he does. You just say like, this guy, presumably from Florida, instead of saying like, hey, he's at this house in Florida.
Right. Like, why give why does
it's also not intimidating if it's being used to like try to force somebody to talk about something, or like
he's getting.
Then what are the chances that he's going to believe it?
Yeah, he's trying to get Doc to stop talking about him. And what he should have done, what GT should have done is, here is an example of how these channels of what they say about people who ask questions. I don't like that. I don't agree with that, but that's how that should have been presented. The way GT presents it is it's a grievance.
I get it now.
So yes, that's what we're getting ready to say. He criticized a woman of color, and based on his logic with Katie said and K Force.
And by the way, for the record, I have had Wally and I have had interactions with GT. A handful, right? Interactions with GT. Racist. He's not a racist. If he is, he hides it extremely well.
True.
There's a lot of things I could feel like I could say about GT, but racist is not one of them.
Video. He is a racist. Based on Georgia Transparency's logic, Georgia Transparency is a racist.
Hey.
And I'll say what he said to everyone. That makes my blood boil.
I am mad as heck.
I'm not taking that.
And Georgia Transparency is a racist based upon his very own logic that I saw from KV said and K Far's video. Hey, you know what? Right about now, if he's kind of watching right now, or if he watches later, so he can get takes, I do have something for you.
Recently, Church of the Savage Heart appears to have hosted or promoted Doc Leno's trivia platform. Mr. Long included a disclaimer that the trivia is not gambling. GT questions whether that disclaimer was added after the Savage Days face scrutiny.
Dude, are you drunk when you do these, GT?
Over bingo cash prize giveaways. Georgia Transparency has documented that the trivia platform promoted by Doc Leno is hosted on thesavageheart.com. And
also, by the way, I've seen those complaints. They are unbelievably minor. If you have not seen those complaints, go read them so you can see how fucking minor they are. He didn't give an inmate shampoo. They're fucking ridiculous complaints. And so go read them yourself. Seriously. To me, it's like, well, yeah, that's sort of what you work with criminals. Like, you're around convicts and people locked up who are trying to fucking fuck with. So they put complaints in, and he turned the TV off is one of the complaints. That's how fucking minor they are. It's ridiculous.
includes an embedded live stream page for, quote, Doc Leno.
And so I say that in defense of him. This is what I'm saying, GT. I'm not trying to fucking... I'm not trying to do anything other than legitimately help you. But when you act like a child, it's like, okay, well, then I'm just going to fucking shred your shit. Because this is garbage. This is pure garbage, dude. I know you put the problem is how you feel is you put a lot of effort into it, and you should have a better product for how much effort you put in.
A screenshot of that page shows a live stream thumbnail using caricature style depictions that appear to reference Christopher.
You didn't want a second take on that one? Caricature is the word. Care chair?
For Doc Leno. A screenshot of that page shows a live stream thumbnail using caricature style depictions that appear to reference Christopher Ryder and Tiffany Napier, along with commentary focused on
retarded child.
So now, GT, you want to do the same thing to it's a thumbnail. Oh wow, this is
that's pretty intense investigation right there.
So Barthel is buddies with JJ, which I believe is true, right? I don't think either one of them have ever. So what? They're friends. If that's the point of this, which is what it feels like, right? Is that GT is in no way conveying what message you started good. You gave a little bit of a little tease on each thing that you were going to hit. I agree. I agree with that. That was good. I didn't the way it was presented and whatever, but you did that, and then you just proceed to lose everybody by your monotone and your breathing and your inability to actually make connections and then explain those connections. If you could do that, this would be better. You right up front, JJ Savage Saints. That's what you should do. And then you should be playing where JJ says, hey, I vouch for Savage Saints. That's what you need to show. That's it. That's what you're trying to show. Right now, I don't know. Are you trying to implicate Doc Leno? What are you trying to do with all of this information? Like nothing. You're just throwing it the fuck out there. Yeah, what even does it add up to?
Language.
It adds up to him. I'm close to uncovering the big thing. Potato investigators.
That raises another serious question. Is the Savage Heart platform merely being used for trivia, or is it also being used as a centralized media and commentary hub connected to creators involved in the ongoing Ryder and Napier controversy?
So you're not even laying out what the conflict is. So the conflict is JJ and Ryder, or are you trying to show a conflict of interest with JJ and connection to Savage Saints? What are you trying to show? Are you trying to show that you're going to try and sue KTZ and fucking Doc Leno?
Mr. Long recently posted that GT should not contact him in any fashion. GT will honor that request. Before that message was posted, GT emailed Mr. Long requesting a statement regarding the Savage Saints. As of this report, GT has not received a response. Former YouTube channel Killamilla also plays a significant...
Okay. Dude, you got like a wall of text here. People are listening and they're reading. They're going to be drawn to that, to the orange, right? GT, if I know you're listening, but you got to highlight, just put a square, put a rectangle around the fucking thing and maybe explain what it says. Because once again, you're showing a graphic that I got to figure out. The watcher shouldn't have to try and figure out what the fuck point of this graphic is. Oh my God, you suck at this.
It seems like Doc's being actually pretty polite.
What's that?
Doc seems like Doc's being polite.
Yeah.
Like you could be calling him all sorts of names, but you know.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's just me. I'm not reading all of that. Dude, nobody knows what the point of any of this is. Nobody knows what the point of this fucking story is, but nobody knows what the point of this is. And this is where you lose people, dude. It's your monotone, heavy breathing. It's you not making the point that you want to make. And then you put up graphics that don't have to do or maybe have to do with what you're talking about, but it requires that people read it. It's bad, dude. That's why people get lost. That's why you get 1,000 maybe people watching, right? It's because, and I only say that because you want to reach you are actively trying to cultivate and reach a larger audience. You're never going to reach them with shit like this.
Former YouTube channel Killamilla also plays a significant.
Kiddo, this is all from briefing. This is all from briefing and teaching, and formally and by death side, that kind of shit.
Can roll in this story. That YouTube channel has since been removed. Killamilla covered the incident involving William Barthel in Indiana, where Mr. Barthel filmed Ryder's home. Killamilla also instructed his nationwide audience to call the Langsville, Indiana Police Department. On or around June 28, 2026, Killamilla appeared on Savage Secrets live stream and instructed the audience to email pornographic images to Todd Bryant. Killamilla provided the email address to where those images should be sent.
You have made no connection in this story of why Todd matters. You've made no connection. It is completely based off of the data that you are showing, the information you are trying to convey, GT. There's no reason anybody should. Who the fuck knows who GS even is? Nobody knows why he's important. You haven't said why he's important. Who cares what she says about another channel that's irrelevant? But GS isn't irrelevant, right? Not in this little network. This is why you suck at this, dude.
During that live stream, Church of the Savage Heart appeared.
It's not why, it's how. The why you suck at this is because you're defensive and you're lazy. You're not super lazy, but you're defensive. But we're giving you the how you're fucking this up.
To be scrolling in the footer. That same platform is connected to the tax EIN previously identified by GT.
But right. I do want to. There's another charity I came up to represent. It's called Members for Mesker. So it's to help lonely old guys who are really queens look at dicks in the privacy of their own basements. So if you have any dick pics, send in the.
No, absolutely not. No.
This appears to be no longer just a story about YouTube drama. This is a story about an elected jailer, government critics, criminal defendants, civil litigation, a nonprofit organization, online fundraising, alleged legal support, live stream targeting, and a network of live streams that appear.
Hold on, I want to listen. I was reading Boot's he's referring to them. Part of what makes this fun is I don't know. Part of what makes this goddamn fucking fun is how old they're my age. I'm 52, so they're in my age range. I think Russ is a little bit younger than me. GT, you're a little bit younger, I think, and Wally's a bit younger, 10 years younger.
10 years.
But they're all like in my age, and it's so funny to watch it. What's funny to me too is after having done this shit for a living, not this, but you know what I mean, but having gone through all this for a living, I'm glad I'm not doing it. When somebody does it poorly, when somebody does your shit poorly, you're like, okay, I have to correct it. Like when Dickbag Patrol corrects Todd. Like it's bothersome. It's like nails on a chalkboard when it's really bad, like this. And then you can see why. And the truth is where it can be corrected. But none of these dudes are ever going to correct themselves. In fact, they're going to double down. They're going to double down on the dipshittery. It's fucking say motherfucking law. Right, we are at 2 hours. We got 107. Good goddamn motherfucker!
Oh my holy crap. Surveillance does. I hate those.
I'm sure this is what GT is thinking, but we have your best interest at heart. Believe me.
Take advice from fucking losers? Fuck that!
I haven't even begun to stick a microscope up your asses.
Yeah. Say la, bitches. Say la. 106, I don't count as one. No, if GJM was in here, he wouldn't count because he's Canadian. He's Canadian.
A story about YouTube drama. This is a story about an elected jailer, government critics, criminal defendants, civil litigation, a nonprofit organization, online fundraising, alleged legal support, live stream targeting, and a network of live streams that appear to repeatedly attack the same individuals. That fact raises serious questions. Was a nonprofit organized used to support or amplify attacks against Christopher Ryder and Tiffany Napier? Were nonprofit connected websites, branding, live streaming, or resources used to target critics? Did an elected jailer benefit or encourage a network of online creators attacking people who criticized him? Were court proceedings, pending charges, and civil litigation used as a weapon?
Do news organizations usually put out questions like this? I mean, I'm not saying you have to do it that way, but there's kind of a, if you're going to do this, I'm not really sure it's conveyed everything that you know, GT, because when you ask these questions, what you're basically saying is, I don't know, because you don't know. You don't know shit, truthfully, because there isn't even anything. Keep going, but whatever. So this would be like the fucking PIRs, the priority intelligence requirements or something. Right?
Yep.
This would be like the PIRs. Hey, this is what we need to know.
He was talking about live stream targeting. It's like, well, don't you do the same thing? Aren't you doing that right now?
Yeah.
You know,
that's the whole funny part about all of this too, is that they all do it. Like,
yep.
It's so funny when they act like they're not doing this. Like, one, when they act above it, but also that they don't understand that this is exactly what they're fucking doing.
It's okay if they're doing it.
Yeah, to 100%.
Because we're reacting to people doing it, you know, whatever. Bullshit.
Well, they're the truth, and we're degenerate devils.
That's right. Well, you're a terrible pothead too, so
you know, demonic pothead
and Italian.
Yeah, on top of it all.
Campaign of intimidation. And most importantly, who funded it? Who directed it?
I agree.
And who benefited from it? GT will continue to follow the documents, the court records, the live stream admissions, and the money trail. If any person, organization, or public official named in this report believes the record is inaccurate, GT invites them to submit a correction, statement, or complaint through gtnn.net. The public deserves facts, not coordinated narratives. The public deserves records, not rumors. And when government power, nonprofit
wait, why does the public deserve that? Why does the public deserve that? And why am I on here for this? I mean, he's doing it because he's butthurt. He doesn't like, because he knows when especially when I got you up here and we show this shit, it makes him look like, it makes it look fucking like kindergarten shit that he's doing. So he's fucking defensive about it. What do I have to do with any of that? Fucking GT. Again, let's just take it. I don't care that you have me in there. Let's just take it for this. What now all of a sudden you're showing your audience who if they already know Doofus Crest, they already know me, right? Okay. But what point do I have in this? If they don't know Doofus Crest and they watch this far, which would be crazy to me, but if they did, who are you showing? What? I know you put up Stoned Vet before, but I barely remember when you put up my picture and name from earlier in the thing. God damn it, you're bad at this.
Status, online influence, and personal retaliation appear to intersect. The public deserves transparency.
Holy shit, dude.
Yep. Right.
It's Wally. I worked with Wally. So for the new people, if you go through, he gave a quick bio. He was a Marine, and then a civilian contractor. We worked together on the counter IED / counterinsurgency targeting program. I think they switched to counterinsurgency, right?
Yep.
And then full time started as that, and so we didn't go together to Afghanistan. Like we weren't at the in the same place or whatever, but we did the same thing in Afghanistan, and then we both went over to we changed to Africa as our portfolio, and then him and I worked. I just like saying it because it's a big name. It's a fancy name for we had a meeting, but we set up an interagency fucking working group.
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to call it task force. Working group on this thing in Africa, and so we have worked real world issues together and at the same time. And then Wally is a stud with the fucking analyst notebook charts. So he was like, "Hey, let's do a show and we'll show this shit." So that's who Wally is. That is Wally. That's an amazing video. I know. Yeah, I do mind. I 100% mind. I'm not having you up here. With that shoddy of fucking work, fuck no. You don't deserve a fucking seat at the table. You do not deserve a seat at the table. That was bullshit. That was complete garbage. Oh, come on. Don't fucking spam. All right, it doesn't matter. We're done. Thought so. Give me a break, dude. But for real, you don't deserve a seat at the table. You don't. All right. Oh, shit. Okay, go to your thing.
Oh, shit. I forgot. Yeah,
I did too. Fuck. I did too. Do you?
Yeah, you said something. Yeah, give me 1 sec. I got it in here. So I'm going to be doing some podcasts. I started working with a gal named Shelly, and she has a book, and so we're going to talk about the book quite a bit. I'll share my screen again real quick. Let me pull this up.
Yeah. Let me kick all this. Stop.
Oops.
I do just want to show this one more time.
Yeah. It's fantastic. Right?
Jesus, dude. I mean, would you even let there's no way you would even let a Lance Corporal brief a platoon.
Dude, if somebody came to me with this in a professional setting, I'd be like, dude, we got to re-educate you. This is like as terrible as it gets,
Yeah.
So
you either need to unfuck yourself in a hurry or we're going to fire you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's unacceptable. The quality of work is unacceptable.
Totally unacceptable. Yeah.
Oops. Add to stage. So Shelly Bernard, really, 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 really smart. I'm going to have her on the podcast, and we're going to talk about quite a few different things. So it's going to be certainly multiple podcasts, but her book's Navigating Truth. She's got multiple degrees in psychology. So, but it's she's really done a lot with vets as well, especially operators. She's done studies into like operator syndrome. How does SOF choose their operators? What can psychology and neuroscience help choose the best operators, and then how to fix them? And I don't want to speak for her, so I wanted to share the link. I put the link in the comment section, and yeah, so that's coming in the future. And you got a few more people that are gonna be on the show. It's gonna be pretty awesome, and going to get it done. Yeah, totally wasn't prepared for that, but that's all right.
No, that's okay. Sorry, I was looking at something. I was just, I got him. I feel like Joe Pesci. Hippie, you're supposed to be doing this shit too, you know. And Ray Liotta's beating that guy. You're supposed to be, come on, Henry, you're supposed to be doing this shit too, you know. Can you say her name again one more time?
Yeah, it's Shelley Bernard.
Shelley Bernard, Navigating
and then
Truth.
Navigating Truth is her book. It's available. I think she, if she doesn't have a website, one's being developed for sure, but it's available on Amazon. So, and I've read it. Actually, I've read almost all of it now, but it's exceptional. So it's very well written.
Jay, why with the spam, dude? Don't you have a girlfriend to beat up or something? Oh wait, that's Bow. My bad. Dude, citizenship. Come on, man. What the fuck for? Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're done. We're done anyway. It's so stupid.
Thanks for having me on, brother. That was a fun one.
Well, first of all, obviously, of course, anytime. But I'm glad you came up and it was fun. And again, Wally did his thing in 3.5 hours. GT, if you could, I don't know, swallow your pride a little bit. God, Gator, come on, man. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Fucking
yes, I can put it in a chart for you.
Yeah, he fucking told you he'd help. Dude, nobody's trying to fuck your shit up. Nobody's trying to fuck your shit up. Anyway, is it Chris? That's whoever it is, it's enough. Well, there's no proof of that yet. I didn't see any proof. She said something. She said some things. I don't know. The guy that I saw. ¿Cómo está, Kujin? ¿Cómo está? All right. Anyway, yeah, we're done. Wally. I don't know. Anyway, but thanks for coming up.
Yeah, rock on, man.
No. Nope. I do not want JJ at all in there. So anyway, all right, guys. Later. Oh wait, here. Let me. Fuck it. Let's. It's a Sunday. We got 103 motherfuckers here. Hell yeah. We'll fucking close out with a bong rip. Get 18 and over right away. I mean, I get my ad revenue gets yanked. Anyway. All right. Happy 250th, everybody. Later. Oh wait. I'm all off.
We have all just participated in a hate crime.
I want you to take the Frankenstein shit, the deer shit, the green monster, the bling, and the bling bling. And I want you to roll it all into one joint.
Which kills. I'm good.
Racist.
No one's ever been brave enough to try that.
One man is. Roll it.
Not feeling super confident about this plan.
Racist.
I'll smoke it with you, bro. We'll go to the loony bin together. I don't give a fuck.